Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call to order the August 10th Water Committee meeting and welcome everybody. This mic is very loud today. I'd like to recognize that we're meeting on the unceded traditional territory of Comox First Nation and to express gratitude for the partnership that we have government to government with them on many different projects. So in the room today, we have Director Hamir, Director McCollum, Director Grant, Mayor Wells, alternate director for Director Cole-Hamilton, Director Hillian, Director Arbor, Director Swift, staff in the room as well as online. And Director Grieve, we may be joining us at some point. So the first item on the agenda is the management report. If I could have a motion to.
Second.
Okay, we've got Director Grant and alternate Director Wells. And are there any questions or comments on the management report? Seeing none, all in favor of receipt? Opposed? And that's carried. Thank you. The next item on the agenda is moving to reports. We've got the Comox Valley Water Management Advisory Committee report. If someone would like to move receipt. Moved by Hillian, seconded by Grant. And are there any questions or comments on the advisory committee report? Seeing none, all in favor of receipt? Opposed? And that's carried. Thank you. Okay, the next item on the agenda is the Comox Valley Water Treatment Plant update. And we do have a verbal report from Charlie Gore, I believe. So I'll just hand it over to staff, please.
Thank you very much, Chair and Directors. And yes, Charlie Gore is here to provide this report and answer any of your questions with respect to the status of the water treatment plant.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, CAO. So yeah, just a short verbal update today on the Comox Valley Water Treatment Plant project. Things are going really well. We're deep in the commissioning process at the same time as providing water from our new intake through the plant and to the community. So the bypass process has been going extremely well. We've been running in automatic mode for 3 to 4 weeks now, and we have had no major scares or anything with as our system automatically manages the water levels in our clear well, which feeds our transmission system. And at the same time, our contractor is working through all of the detailed chemical systems, getting them all tested and ready for the automatic functional test, which is due to start next week. And so that test is the final stage of the commissioning process, where we put our system through a 30-day automatic process of complete filtration, adding coagulant, taking out the organics, and all of the systems running in automation mode. And our contractor has to pass a 30-day test to get the plant completely signed off and commissioned. So that's the last stage of commissioning, and we're about to start that process. So whilst we don't have a firm date on the exact finish of that date, we will continue to be providing water through our new intake and pipelines through the water treatment plant from here on in. The penstock was dewatered almost 3 weeks ago, and we have high confidence in the reliability of that system. And on everyone's minds here at the staff level, we are preparing for the grand opening, which is happening on the 21st of September, and the plant will be spick and span and ready for the party. So we're really excited about that, getting everyone up there. I know it's been a long time for many of you as the directors, which is a real shame, but it's going to be fantastic to get everyone up there to celebrate the facility, and for everyone to see our new staff. Our operations staff will have moved in by then, and we'll be able to really see the system running in full operation mode, which will be, I'm really excited about it. So just a verbal update there. Everything's going well with regards to budget and schedule. We will be coming back once the commissioning process is complete with all the final details on the financials to make sure everyone's in the loop of exactly how much we spent with respect to the budget, but I can confidently say that we are under budget for the project. And so I believe it'll be a wonderful celebration come the fall equinox. Any questions that anyone has, I'd be happy to provide detailed answers to, but at the moment it's business as usual as we work through our commissioning process.
Thank you very much, Charlie, and we'll turn it over to questions and comments. And we have Mayor Wells.
Thank you very much, Chair. And I think you used everybody's favorite term there, under budget, so I appreciate that. Really excited. I think I don't know that I'm necessarily more excited than other people, but certainly really happy to see this getting to this point. But one of the questions that I have is around redundancy. When we think about the penstocks and when Hydro would be doing some of their works, or if there's any issues with it, we'd go straight, I believe, out of the Browns River. If we've turned this sort of the penstocks back over to Hydro, I know they had a bunch of works that they were kind of delaying, waiting for the water treatment facility to come online. And I guess my question is really just around that redundancy piece on whether or not, if there is any issues with the system, to flip it over to something else in emergencies, et cetera.
Yeah, it's a really great question, and redundancy is a key part of the design of the treatment plant and the system. So everything in the project is designed as what they call an N+1 system. So for example, if we needed 3 pumps to do the process, there are 4 pumps. If we needed, two systems, we have 3 of those systems. So everything in the project has a full level of redundancy. So any piece of equipment, any tank can be out of commission, and the plant can still provide the full treatment capacity and flow to the system. However, there are still just 1 pipeline from the lake to the treatment plant and 1 pipeline from the treatment plant to the existing transmission system. So there is still potential in the future, in a potential catastrophic event, that we would need to return back to our existing emergency backup system, which, as you say, is a pump system. It is on the Puntledge River, but it's just at the confluence of the Browns there. And so so that system is going to remain fully functional as our backup system. However, our agreement that we have with Hydro, they did not approve us to maintain our backup connection on their penstock. That, as you know, has been a contentious one for both of us over the years, with the maintenance implications for both of our systems on each other. And so that was part of our negotiation with them. There was the full decommissioning of the connection to the penstock. So we have an extremely redundant, resilient system that is designed, but we do have the backup pumps on the river in the case that anything happens to either of our pipelines between our facilities.
Excellent, thanks. That is absolutely reassuring and not really unexpected. Really, really proud of you guys and all the work you've done. Thanks.
Great, thank you. We do have a question from Director Arbor.
Yeah, just a comment, because I believe this might be one of our last project updates. So obviously concurring that great job on a project of that magnitude, $120 million, and coming on time, on budget, all those things through COVID, huge kudos. I do know that many directors of the Water Committee actually got blue shovels at the start of construction. And I expect that they've been hard at work as well for 1.5 years. So I hope you'll be returning those shovels and with some evidence of work. And in terms of the next step for sorry, not for next step. In terms of another thing that worked well, I think, was the project dashboard. I really appreciated through the course how you updated the directors in all the metrics and how it was following. And I think that's a great model for other projects for us moving forward. So yeah, well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Arbor. I would concur that the way that we've been updated has been really, really user-friendly and very useful information. If there's no other questions or comments, I would just like to ask Charlie if you can give us any teasers on what might happen at the grand opening. Are we envisioning having, I know we have some folks invited, but obviously we still have to adhere to COVID protocols. I'm just wondering if there's any teasers you can give us for that event.
I like to keep things close to the chest, but I feel like the one thing that you can very much look forward to, Chair, is the finest pint of water you've ever had.
No beer.
Well, that sounds very refreshing and sounds great. Okay, thank you so much. If there's no other comments or questions, if we can vote on receipt, please. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, that's carried. And do we have any new business? It doesn't look like it. Great. Moved by Hillian and seconded by Arbor. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.